Now, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the off-the-cuff video quality out there. It's an apology that I have to pretty much get out 100%, because I kind of want to make this video before sort of like any other, 100 like mini channels pick this shit up and covered it, because the reality of it is I do owe an apology, and the last thing I want to see is people fight for me when I'm clearly in the wrong. I made two videos. One of them was the hypocrisy of Ethan Klein, and I've made another video where I followed up retracting a wrong point that I made. I claimed Ethan Klein had donation chain Jeff Bezos.
Alright, I wanted to watch this. Mudahar made a video a while back on Ethan Klein. Yes, dude, we've pulled the Ethan Hassan destiny into it, dude. It's back! You know what? If you guys don't remember, this was like the first Mudahar definitive L that I saw, so I thought it would be a good time to go back here. This is a 5-year-old video, and if you guys want to know who was making exposed videos on Ethan Klein 5 years ago, it's me. It's me, I did it. I was the one who was making it. So, in the time where I was like super highly critical and I did not like Ethan Klein on main channel, I uploaded a video. Actually, there's a playlist on my channel going through the entire Ethan Klein related saga, and it started on Turkey Tom's channel and it went here, and we did like a whole hour-long video. Oh, by the way, this is before the YouTube censorship, right?
Oh, Colonel, we are so fucked.
Okay, so I put the word fuck 2 seconds into the video, and this was green for years. Maybe it'll go green again. That'd be cool. But yeah, I was highly critical around this exact time frame. A little bit after this, I posted this video. Did really well. One of the top videos that we posted on the channel. But you know what did better? The video that I did on Tom's channel with him that has 3.3 million fucking views. Okay.
Did I not ask you nice enough?
And do you know what my job was in this video? Do you know what my job was in this critical YouTube video on Ethan Klein? I had to spend 15 minutes telling everyone that Mudahar is a fucking retard. That was what we had to... Dude, we hated Ethan Klein. We were swinging at him. We were making 2 hour...
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
EHD, 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 EHD.
Actually, unironically, in this video, I think majority of my segments are all defending Ethan. Like, the Tom video is hypercritical. It uses a lot of the Gokinaru talking points. My first segment is saying that Mudahar made a horrible video on Ethan. My second one is saying that he didn't steal from the FUPA fund. And I was known as, like, the biggest hater of all time when I made this video. But obviously, the rest of the video is very critical. So this was pretty good. I think it was a good yin and yang for the first one. The second one, we were pretty fucking mean throughout. And I think it was pretty justified at most points. But this was the video that we were covering when me and Tom made it. I didn't want to play me talking, so I'm going to watch the original response to it. But essentially, Mudahar covered Ethan Klein in like a normal way that he'd cover recent drama, got all of the stuff wrong, and looked like a complete moron way before content knew Hassan Piker and all the current drama. I remember the Muda deleting his video a few minutes after Ethan posted the response. Yeah, it's like almost like it's like, dude, that emulates Mudahar once per week, you know? People were on the Reddit, even like his own fans are like, why does Mudahar never address that he just deletes videos? If there's any content creator that you should be archiving every upload to some huge folder on your hard drive, you should have like Google alerts set to download the newest Mudahar videos, because I guarantee this guy gets way more shit wrong. He just deletes shit so fast nobody archives it, or nobody even has it. Right? Put that shit on your hard drive. You don't have to re-upload it or anything. But, like, keep that shit, dude. Because this guy's deleting videos, like, 3 times a month. What is he getting wrong?
Hi, my name's Ethan, and I live out in beautiful Los Angeles with my wife, Hila. I'm a YouTuber with a flawless reputation. You might say, everybody loves me. I've got a podcast that I run with my wife, and I honestly can't think of a single bad episode we've ever made. We've got A-list celebrities.
It's kind of funny how this literally looks like it could come out today. Only Ethan's just like slightly wider. Here we go.
Okay, let's have a look here. 1 million views.
Do you remember the infamous chair? Like the infamous Ethan Klein chair? There have been hella clips. Is this where he was standing when he said he hopes that no, is this the one where like the leafy climate clip? Leafy climate change. I would love to see Leafy survive in today's climate. Or was that somewhere else?
Okay, let's have a look here. 1 million views.
No one archived the skincare company? Dude. I have to go talk to people about. There's a story there. I gotta be honest. There is a story there. I gotta find out what's like above board that you can talk about. Because I think a lot of people. There's like a lot of stuff I could say that I don't say. For everything that I've said negative about Mudahar, there's like another thing that I wish I could talk about. And the skincare company is like extremely funny if you get to the bottom of it.
DeOrio's latest
if you dig deep enough.
Muda's relationship with optics resembles
It
Ian
is
and
so
Anis's
fucking
relationship.
funny.
The cuckery is about the same. Also, I've been wondering, Nick, do you think if Dark Viper's GF left him, he would lose his mind like never before?
Yes, I think that's an inevitability. It's not an if, it's a when.
96% like ratio.
He was a skincare engineer. Yeah.
And this guy must be right. I am a piece of shit. Well, let's have a look and see what he actually said.
Hello, guys and gals. Me.
Ooh, boy, me, Mudahar here. I'm gonna make a 1 million view video getting everything wrong, dude.
Mutahar, and ladies and gentlemen, do we have a hell of a video today. Now, this video is all about Ethan from H3H3, Ethan Gila. As you all know, that H3H3 is a channel that I've actually followed since its beginning. I was there for the
Dude, I gotta be honest with you. I think we did it too. This was the era where everyone opened their video with the extremely unique perspective that they were a Fallen fan. And obviously now that's like a meme because so many people did it. You know, I used to like Ethan Klein. I'm coming from a position where, you know, I used to watch his videos when I was younger. I don't know if anybody's ever said this before, but I'm not like a guy who just hates Ethan Klein. I was watching this guy for years, dude. That drives me fucking crazy now. I can't. That's like that's an immediately shut my brain off. I don't want to listen thing anymore.
Action videos, and I noped the fuck out when the podcast began. I watched a couple episodes. It's fine. But I'm sorry, after how long that podcast has been running, it's just really, it really shows why H3H3 has gone out of touch. The guests you invite are treated like shit sometimes, okay?
Right.
You have these really awkward...
Now, dude, so Mudahar's argument here is that, like, now that Ethan's front and center, he's treating his guests poorly, he's running a horrible show, right? As Mudahar sits here and records an OBS video where he just regurgitates his shit, throws it into fucking... Like, nowadays, a Mudahar video will just have shit wrong in it, or he'll just fuck up a sentence and just keep on going. For his daily shitter content, it's not like a stream highlight. He just films it like that. And he's like, ah, yeah, the quality of his content has gone down.
Cringe moments like Bill Burr.
That was awkward.
You invite podcast stars like Keemstar, okay, who people don't like, and then immediately go into the comments and say, yeah, fuck this guy. We hate him too.
That's true. I do hate him.
And that's not the worst.
And that was cringy as fuck. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. That's like the one thing I'll agree with. Yeah.
What's the worst about it is he's went from all of that humble beginning to a fucking egotistical dude at the...
Do you remember that? I thought that was cringy as fuck, bro. He brought on Keemstar for like an early episode of the H3 podcast and he started getting hate. So they like damage control in the comment section. They were like, yeah, we hate this guy. This guy totally sucks. It's like, well, why'd you invite him on? You know? Like, you could have hostile guests, but like they were kind of nice to him in person. And then like the minute he flew out of there, they're like, yeah, this guy fucking sucks, dude. That was cringy as hell.
The end of the day. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? It goes beyond...
Somebody said Keem made Hila cry after that. Well, if Keem made Hila cry after the podcast, then that would add additional context. But this is the first time I'm hearing it. And it's been like years.
The ego. Because this video is sponsored by a shitty...
And I don't even think Ethan said that.
Fucking take.
I think Keem attacked Hila after. Like, in what context? Like, by the way, when you say that, I pictured like an AI video of like Keem just fist fighting them both in the podcast studio. Like Keem attacked Hila right after, and like the AI video is just Keem lunging at them over the table.
Oh.
Like he suplexed.
Okay. So something actually did happen.
The horse posting? No. Do not rewrite history. Do not rewrite history. Yes, okay? They obviously got into a controversy way later. But we're talking about like an old podcast episode from like a decade ago. Yeah, there was a huge beef in 2020, but they didn't film that podcast episode back then. We're talking like H3 podcast episode level, like episode 5 or something, right? It was like within the first 20 episodes, and that was when they did it. So people held the grudge for that for a while. Yeah. The horse thing was way after. The horse thing is back in 2020, and the H3 podcast had been already going for years at that point.
There's a reason he's making this video. So what was my bad take?
Now, in this trying time, Ethan has had plenty of time to sit on Twitter and morally grandstand and basically spread his political beliefs, as shitty as they may be and as pseudo-intellectual as he comes across.
Dude, Mudahar calling anyone pseudo-intellectual, dude. He just keeps saying all his politics, dude. He's just shitting up the internet with his politics.
Appreciated the shout
This sounds like a Denims video. This is the modern day Denims critique.
But that's not even my concern. My concern is his donation shaming and how hypocritical it fucking is. And it's something that has actually pissed me off enough to make this video.
All right, argument 1, he's donation shaming.
Wait, what? Donation shaming? I don't recall donation shaming anyone at all.
Now, going into this, if you don't know, Jeff Bezos, the richest fucking dude in the world, okay, donated $100 million. Now, as far as I'm considering this, $100 million is $100 million. That is a lot of money that has gone to save lives and fight against this pandemic. You may look at his net worth and say, wow, he donated a tiny percentage of his cash, but that's $100 million that any...
Dude, I always thought this fucking donation shaming shit was cringy too, but like, why is he so like... this is a smaller point. I don't think this really matters like a great deal. I don't remember how it was resolved, but hearing Mudahar pretend to get super passionate about donation shaming Jeff Bezos is like a little much. It's a little much to my ears.
Organization can do wonders with if they use it appropriately. Ethan did the exact same thing. He looked at Jeff Bezos, said, wow, the richest guy in the world only gave $100 million, and just completely shat on it.
To be this righteously angry, surely I must have said that. I mean, all of his fans are spamming our subreddit, they're tweeting at me hate shit, they're emailing me hate shit, it's got all these views and likes. Surely I actually said that, right? Let me actually look back and see, what did I say? So I talked about how Amazon was only giving sick leave to people who test positive for coronavirus, which, I mean, admittedly is insane and obviously not donation shaming. I talked about Whole Foods.
Wait, did he not say it? Is that what it was? I'm relearning this in real time because it's been years.
Asking its employees to donate their own sick days to other...
Why does Mudahar keep burping his lines in the video? Because you can't film a second take. He's a one-take magician. Why would you even consider filming another one?
I recommend watching
so they
Nicholas
could take time off. Well, that's
video.
not donation shaming, but it is shitty. I did say that Jeff Bezos is looking more and more like Lex Luthor.
He looks more and more like Lex Luthor more and more every day.
Which may be considered body shaming, but frankly, Lex Luthor is a lot more attractive than
Wait, did he not say that at all? Did Mudahar just fucking pull that out of his rectum?
Jeff Bezos, so I don't think that's body shaming or donation shaming. But he's so...
Dude, real video engineers burp into the camera. You're fucking right. You're goddamn right.
Certain that I donation shame Jeff Bezos. Imagine coming and making a video with such righteous anger about something that never even happened.
My concern is his donation shaming and how...
I thought he had made a comment saying like, oh, this is only a percentage of your net worth, right? Did he not even say that? I don't remember. I might have to go watch me talk about it to remember if that happened.
It fucking is.
Well, I didn't say it, folks.
Because this video is sponsored by a shitty fucking take.
Imagine making a video that starts with, this video was sponsored by a shitty fucking take.
I remember him saying it. What did I say? I'm gonna go watch me cover it now. I gotta go look at the approved talking points from the capo, dude. The commentary Don, dude. I gotta go see what he had to say about it. Wouldn't want to upset that guy. Dude, holy fuck. Turkey Tom, Ethan. Donation shaming Jeff Bezos. Here.
Private mess.
Okay.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Over.
I really like you.
I actually don't remember, and I don't want to like slander this fucking guy. Let me see. Because I'm trying to do good effort research right now on stream. Bezos. Here it is. Problem arises when the entire video is based around the fact that Ethan donation shamed Jeff Bezos' $100 million donation, which literally wasn't fucking possible because the evidence that Mudahar verbally mentioned took place before Jeff even donated the $100,000. He also requests that Ethan make N95 Oh wait, No, that's true.
What's
yeah, the
name of
timeline wouldn't even have
guy
allowed
from
for
Keemstar
it.
Orbiter, Nick Oreo.
That's okay. No,
Mr.
Nick,
Oreo.
Nick says I'm right. Nick says I'm
Can
right.
you convince Keem and Ethan to buy Creator Clash and they run it as rivals? And each of them picks 6 champions versus the other 6 champions. And whoever get the most wins gets to run the Creator Clash for the next year.
Yes, dude. Yes, we need to get it going.
And the take didn't even happen. And then all of a sudden, that shitty fucking take is yours to have.
By a shitty fucking take.
Now, just because I'm sure there's some people who are saying, well, it probably happened in a different podcast somewhere else. Let me just reference you here now.
So he literally just opened the video. Point number 1 never fucking
Nick
happened.
stopped posting Ethan's W's from 7 years ago. Muda now posts in the H3 podcast chat weekly.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does do that.
Admits in a later video that
Because I think that Ethan is probably one of the only creators that wants to interact with him in current day. I gotta be honest with you. I can't. I don't. Who is Mudahar's core content creator friend group now? I don't know anyone who still talks to that guy.
actually never said it. So let's just put that to rest right now.
Now, going back to that original video, I'm going to take an L on a point where I talked about Ethan Klein donation change.
Oh no, bro! Oh no! Wait! I stopped it too early, bro.
Jeff Bezos and
Nux? Well, Nux is like subhuman, so I don't really consider Nux a person. But I guess, yeah, Nux is like a... Dude, someone with like that deep of a history of degenerate behavior, I guess probably is pretty cool with Mudahar, I guess. I don't know.
while he didn't outright donation change Jeff Bezos, because this it's video honestly really
Keem is a fair one, though. Keem does kind of interact with him still.
Really hard to sometimes look in that favor, because when you go in and check Ethan's podcast record and how
oh my god, dude, oh my god, I didn't remember how bad the video was. Point number 1 was wrong, dude. And then he puts on the sad face do-rag and he's like, hey guys, I'm gonna have to own a pretty shitty take here, guys. I know we launched the video doing like fake fucking, oh no, he donation shamed Jeff Bezos, but source was I made it up, guys. We did a bit of a oopsie poopsie on this one.
Billionaires all the time.
For the record, I would way rather simp for Belle Delphine than Jeff Bezos.
You used to be buddies with him. Did you always know he was lying? What a great question. Why don't you go watch one of the 50 videos where I talked about it?
At least she sends me
like, share, and subscribe.
Spit. All Jeff Bezos sends me is coronavirus on all my Amazon packages. I bet you this guy licks all of his Amazon packages just to get closer to Jeff Bezos' Musk. Now, once I saw his video because it was spammed to our subreddit 100 billion times, I immediately went and tweeted him a correction. I showed him the dates of the highlight and the podcast from which those came from. And
yeah, the timeline doesn't even make sense. Like, you literally have to just make it up to come to that conclusion. I'm remembering this now in real time.
I said, yo.
Because the podcast was on March 19th, and the donation only occurred on April 2nd, so it's literally not even possible.
From the dates of the highlight and the podcast from which those came from. And I said, yo, these happened 15 days before Jeff Bezos ever donated. So obviously, it would be temporarily impossible for me to have donation shamed him. Now, as I go forward, please bear in mind that his original video entitled The Hypocrisy of Ethan Klein, in which the whole central thesis is me donation shaming Jeff Bezos, is still up in its original form without any correction or note or comment of any.
Doesn't this just kind of sound like every Mudahar controversy? He just does this over and over and over again. He didn't do it for a couple of years, and then he just kept doing it.
Trying to retract.
Actually, no. I actually, hold on. Now he hides every video and never addresses it ever and talks about it. So only big videos get this treatment. The little ones that he catches early before like the controversy hits, he can just hide those ones.
Or correct the record to falsely make a statement about someone and to know that your statement is false and to keep it up.
It sounds like Ethan did do it. He literally shows how it's impossible that Ethan could have done it, right? And Mudahar has already at this point admitted it and kept the video up anyway. So it's not really like a debatable, well, it sounds like he did it. It's like every party agrees that he didn't and that he just talked out of his ass.
Well, that's the very definition of a slander itself, folks.
Donation shaming. And how hypocritical.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Kobe. So now that we're all on the same page, let's enjoy.
Now, I'm just gonna say this much, okay? Donation shaming is shitty, Ethan, okay? Let me just put it out there. The take
Dude, he really cares about this.
I had is the right fucking take, because it shows you that that money is going to be used to save lives. To look at someone donate and then immediately look at how much they're worth is so fucking toxic, it's not even funny. But he made that take.
Nope, didn't make that take. It makes me wonder, did he really just look at the thumbnail and then launch into this right?
Dude got literal clickbaited. Well, he probably did, because, I mean, in Mudahar's defense, his videos are all OBS recordings. So, I mean, who's going to sit there and actually watch the clip? Because if there was a clip, he would have had to splice it in, and that's editing, and that's hard. So, it's just easier to look at the title and launch an OBS recording.
Just ran about me? Based on a thumbnail? I mean, people have accused me of not doing research, but boy, I have never made a video based on a thumbnail. That's crazy!
And then it's also hypocritical because this is
Dude, he's an OBS engineer, dude, yeah.
the same guy that lives in a $10 million fucking mansion, look it up.
So now he gets his fans all riled up about what an evil dude I am, and then encourages them to go find out where I live. Now when we
So what he's going to talk about here is that as soon as he moved, Gawker just posted his fucking location. Or I don't know if it's Gawker, but it was one of these fucking like news apps or whatever. Was just like, Ethan Klein buys a house. Here's his fucking address. And they just doxed him. Like, there was no actual reason why anyone needed to know where Ethan Klein lived. So they just posted his fucking house. He was like, this is where he lives. Isn't his house large? And apparently they do that to a lot of, like, celebrity figures and, like, rich people out in California. It's, like, super common. They find, I don't know, they get, like, a tip on where you live, and they just immediately, like, upload it for the entire world to see.
moved houses, we moved because we kept getting swatted. That was the reason we decided to move. And when we moved, we made this thing that's called a blind trust, so that your address...
Like, he went out of his way to prevent people from talking about it. Moody's like, look this shit up, dude! He lives in a big house!
Public when you buy a house. We went through great lengths with lawyers and accountants to set up this trust so that our personal address would be concealed. Well, there's a website called Dirt that is owned by Variety that specializes in essentially doxing celebrities. So to prop up this leak of our home address while simultaneously lying to your fans about me is, in your own words...
Leak of the home address is probably more accurate.
A shitty fucking take.
You know, as a fan of...
Dude, this guy donation shames. You should check out where he lives. Even though he didn't do that. Like, this is insane.
Here's Muta, some ordinary gamer.
And obviously he did get shit for this because he did it to Ethan Klein.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Yeah.
I remember Muta say, look up where he lives, and thought that was insane even then.
It's nuts.
I have to say, you've really gone downhill. I really miss the old Muta. For example, this is what old Muta would have said.
Exposed.
Oh, dude, look how unhinged Ethan is. He's pulling up clips from 4 years ago, dude. 4 fucking years ago at the time of upload. What a stalker. He stalked him, dude.
Videos where people are leaking private messages from somebody and their ex-girlfriend or some shit like that. And then I've seen other videos where people are leaking some like fucking really private shit at this point, without the person's consent. And it's like, it's the same guy that lives in a $10 million fucking mansion. Look it up.
Fuck, dude.
Up. When you do that, it's almost like, what the fuck is his channel even? It's so weird to watch. And the thing is now is,
I think the nicest thing I can say is occasionally when you watch people like Charlie or you watch people like Mudahar, you're getting pretty decent surface level takes. But if you're looking for any of these people to actually really give a fuck about the story they're covering and to do it for more than just like a paycheck or something, you're probably not going to want to go to like the daily 20-minute OBS shitter YouTubers. They probably don't really know what they're talking about, and they're not really doing much research on it. They're just doing like, oh, current trending thing, this will be easy to talk about today, because they know they need like a daily upload or like a bi-daily upload to post to the YouTube channel. So they'll cover literally just anything they find on like the YouTube drama subreddit that day, and not really think twice about it, not get like really into the story or anything. And you're gonna get a couple of stinkers like this. But Mudahar has been doing this more and more frequently now.
Like some of these channels, they get a little bit of fucking traction.
Yeah, it's just like dude, Oh God, what are we gonna cover today? Should we do the EDP story or Ethan Klein donation shaming? All right, guys, let me get ready for this one. I am so flippin' mad right now. Like, yeah, oh boy, me Mudahar here, and you know what I hate? Donation shaming. Okay, yeah, all right, cool. I don't know. Like, it's I mean, I don't want to say slop because I feel like slop is used to describe everything, but in general, it's just like trending topic bait content.
The thing is that the guys behind him, they lose their fucking minds. They think they're goddamn celebrities now and shit.
And as a side note, the guy who swatted us right here, a neo-Nazi, and may I say, you are looking very master race today, is in prison.
Dude, that's insane. You are looking very master race today, sir.
For swatting us. So kids, this is a PSA to you, don't swat.
Look it up. The same guy that lives in a $10 million fucking mansion, look it up.
We need the look it up soundboard to come back, dude.
And hasn't donated shit as far as I'm considered to COVID-19. And you know how I fucking believe that? That's because this is the same guy that donated only $1,000 to Team Trees when that was out.
By the way, guys, all right? Listen, dude. There was Team Trees, and there was Team C's, and then there was... All right, I'm going to put the promo there. That's where the promo is going to go, guys. All right? You can't know about it yet. We're going to cut this part out of the VOD, all right? But you can't know about... It's going to be like I filmed it then, you know? Okay? All right? See you tomorrow with that.
See, I can do the same fucking thing you do, Ethan, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not a fucking hypocrite when it comes to this shit. The reality of it is, he fucking only donated a tiny percent of his net worth to a charity. And that's his take. If I was to apply Ethan logic, yeah, guess what? You're just as shitty as Bezos. But I'm not going to do that.
The layers of irony are, there's so many layers. I have to first peel back one layer here.
Dude, Mudahar is the irony onion. That's what's happening right now. He's become the irony onion.
First, obviously.
I hope Ethan didn't send this to the Library of Congress, because that would totally suck. I know he's not, like, super in... He likes Mudahar now, so... Oh, listen, dude. Hold on, Ethan. Hold on. I'm reacting!
Layer being that, of course, I didn't say that. So when you take...
So much donation... Well, listen, dude. It is actually refreshing to hear a donation drama that's not about Israel or Palestine. I mean, this is kind of a... This is really... in all seriousness, like a palate cleanser.
That away, all that's left is actually you just literally donation shaming me.
But I'm not going to do that.
And then another layer of irony is that he's using it.
Do you know what his second point is in the video? You want to guess what Mudahar's second point is going to be? Don't spoil it. Point number 1, Ethan Klein and the imaginary donation shaming. Point number 2, dude, get ready for it. It's going to be a doozy.
Example of me donating to try to prove that I never donated. Are you guys following this? But he conveniently skipped over the fact that we have donated every time a tragedy has hit. When the hurricane hit Houston recently, we raised $237,000. What Humongous was in need.
Dude, Humongous was in need. We had to get him bigger, dude. Humongous needed more fuel.
Of dollars during those campaigns. We also donated $50,000 to Australia to help with the wildfire there just recently. But you're gonna go share.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Thank you.
Oh brother, this guy stinks.
Pick the one time I donated $1,000.
This is the same guy that donated only $1,000 to Team Trees when that was out.
And by the way,
I mean, it is kind of fucking ironic, dude. If he has other donations on record, you can tell it's like, oh, well, we got one example of where he only sent a little bit of money. That's a good point. Let's throw that in. That's like the Mudahar research. Instead of finding the actual clip of the podcast, he's like, this is good enough. This is good enough research. We're good. We'll use this.
Wait, aren't you worth $2 million? Who the fuck are you to even sit here and...
Whoa! Okay, what does that mean? I don't know, dude. That's his engineer's salary. Is he worth that much? How much of that came from YouTube?
Lecture me on being rich. Like, the difference between my wealth and your wealth is pretty much nothing compared to Jeff Bezos. So who the fuck are you talking about the pits of hypocrisy when you're worth $2 million yourself? And in this same thread, I say that 20 of our employees from Teddy Fresh, at great personal cost from ourselves, are on full pay, full benefits, healthcare, and everything for the whole duration of this. For you to cherry pick the one time I picked $1,000 to Team Trees is downright misleading, evil, and frankly,
a shitty fucking take. This is
Bro, I'm terrified this guy fucked up Gerard the Completionist. I need to go back and actually do that drama. Everyone keeps saying it's fine, but dude, it's just like a cascade of all of the respected content creators that worked on that fucking project. Mudahar is like a total degenerate fraud. Carl Jobst got obliterated in the lawsuit by Billy Mitchell. Dude, I gotta go back and relitigate it. I gotta go back and look at this shit, dude. We need to spend like if there's ever a dry patch, we're gonna go back and start the Gerard the Completionist drama over.
An individual that morally grandstands against billionaires while being...
Mama Max did nothing wrong. Remember, you can always find solace in the fact that the one who was questioning Mama Max when it really counted was fucking me, okay? Mudahar left the room, and I got all the relevant clips in one foul swoop the second he stopped talking, all right? You can find solace in the fact that the good research was from me.
A multi-millionaire himself.
By the way, he showed a tweet of me yelling at people in Brentwood Farmers Market, telling them to go home because Brentwood has the highest infection rate of any neighborhood in Los Angeles. And here's the farm.
Like, there's a reason why when Mama Max came back to respond, he focused on, like, the second video.
Nicholas DeOrio.
And he's like, this is Nick's magnum opus. It's like, that's not what the views
If
say.
you had Ethan Klein money, would you buy a mansion in Brooklyn, Queens, or Long Island?
Long
or
Island.
something else with that money?
Long Island. Well, Coastal City, Long Island, probably. I like Long Island. I wouldn't want to live in the city. I don't know. The city's like it's a little too much. Not like money, just a little too much in general.
Market during the peak of this pandemic. And this is morally grandstanding against billionaires.
Oh, yeah, but the true answer was pinballs, dude. Jaws LE, Stranger Things LE, Godzilla fucking 70th will probably stay. I like 70th better. Yeah, dude, it's just straight up pinballs. Pinballs, Rolexes, and cars, dude.
This is your example, dude. I'm not there. That's the point. Just this premise that because I'm rich, I can't criticize other rich people. It's insanity. It doesn't make any sense. What does that even mean? I don't get it.
Let me put it into perspective, Ethan. You're so fucking out of touch that you and...
You're so out of touch, guy who got all the research in this video wrong and is literally just like on a fucking... Dude, on a late night slander spree.
Jeff Bezos. Yes, I know he's about 130 million times richer than you, I guess, by your math.
By who? What do you mean by your math? It's just math. Did Ethan invent math? Dude... Ethan is the Jew that created math and ruined our school.
But guess what? You're both in a situation that is better than 99.9% of the fucking world out.
You're doing Jew math, Kyle. You're doing Jew math, Kyle. Kyle's doing his Jew math again.
Out there, there's people who are living paycheck to paycheck right now, wondering what the fuck they can do to move on month by month. And you're over here shitting on a billionaire donating $100 million to a charity?
Nope.
I get it. He's the richest guy in the world. Yeah, I've done the math. I know what his net worth is.
What do you mean? You've done the math. Wait, so you've done the Jew math, Kyle?
And if you were smart,
Cal, you did the Jew
you would
math.
know that most multi-billionaires actually have their money tied up in stock and property, and they can't liquidate that shit right
just started insulting me.
Dude, he's straight up just like, no, you don't understand. It'd be a huge
Mudahar
inconvenience.
has a special power that creates a new universe that makes all of his claims false.
Dude,
We're living in the false Mudaverse.
I think the donation shaming rich people is kind of cringe. Like they're not like you're not entitled to their money or whatever. Fine, okay. But sitting here being like, dude, you don't understand. Jeff Bezos literally can't liquidate more money, okay? Because he literally has all of his stuff in stocks and stuff. So it'd be like actually kind of like difficult to get the money, okay? So he's like not even capable of doing what you're asking, Ethan.
now in the middle of a pandemic. But again, that's
like why is he defending him so hard? I guess. This is like an it's cringe move on at best. Why are we sitting here and just going on and on and on and on and on and on? Oh, the poor billionaire. That's gonna really help your audience get to care about it.
Shows me how much life fucking experience you actually have.
Oh, dude, this engineer is talking about how much life experience somebody has, dude. Isn't that fucking funny, dude? Mudahar, full of life experience that we should be using.
See, the point that I'm trying to make here is hypocrisy is fucking terrible, especially...
I am entitled to his money? Well, if you're entitled to his money, that would mean that you work for Amazon, which means, listen, your bathroom break is not over, buddy. You can go to the bathroom I'm sorry, your lunch break isn't over, okay? You can go to the bathroom now, but after that, you'll be paying for it out of your paycheck, okay?
When it comes from this guy, who was so in touch with the community years ago and is now so fucking out of touch it's not even funny. Don't you guys own Teddy Fresh?
Dude, wait, he's talking about out of touch with the community while he's licking up fucking shit off the floor for billionaires. What is he talking about? Dude, you're so out of touch. You're not even defending billionaires. What does he think his audience's demographics are? Dude, who does he think who does he think watches his videos?
By the way, one of that big like leading brand, the affordable $50 t-shirt company that
dude, he thinks that like Jeff Bezos and fucking who else, dude? Mark Zuckerberg just sit around and watch the Who Boy Man do his me Mudahar.
That is out there. Why don't you guys sit down and make N95 respirator masks and don't
Dude, Ethan, why don't you just make masks? Why don't you just make surgical masks, you fucking piece of shit? Yeah, you want a donation, Shane? Why don't you just go buy a factory and create a system where you can just fucking create N95 respirator masks, dude? Not gonna Google to see if that's even possible.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Carl and Mudahar didn't screw up the completionist, but Moon Channel's skepticism got treated too harshly.
Yeah, well, the Carl video on Mooney was legitimately
Nick just
awesome.
started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Dude, Carl Jobst unloading on that tiny lawyer's YouTube channel was like insane. He's like, this person is accusing me. Actually, hold on, let me do it. I'm gonna do the thing. Wait, where is it? Carrington Institute. Dude, that was unironic. The biggest loss, right, to Carl Jobst's career was losing the crazy Mooney thing, where he's just started off the video and he's just like, and do you know what the biggest problem is? When people like Mooney target me, they accuse me of doing these things for sponsorships. I get 3 sponsorships per month, regardless of what I cover. If I get 3 sponsorships, I'll be making 3 videos. And in this video on the completionist, my video was not sponsored. Why? Because I thought that due to the subject matter, it would not be appropriate to put a sponsorship on this video. And I've still got these motherfuckers coming at me and telling me I'm compromised because my videos make money. This is the same tactic bad faith actors have used for years to target me. And then he's just like, but do you know what's happening right now? I'm being sued by a psychopath. This is not just my money, it's my wife's money too. And my wife does not give a singular fuck about Gerard or his charity. Like, unironically, he went off, he went crazy. I thought it was so fucking based at the time, and now at his age is so dramatically bad, bro. Even reading him, he sounds arrogant. Yeah, where is that, dude? I need to play that video. We need to derail. Like, unironically, I kept playing it. It's like, this is like the most awesome. This is the only time anyone has ever fucking, like, sounded based for talking about his finances on a fucking YouTube video. Carl Jobst. I don't remember what song he actually used, but it might have literally been Carrington Institute. Let me see. Carl Jobst Mooney, clueless lawyer, defends the completionist. He just went off, bro. I guarantee my wife does not give a singular fuck about what we're talking about today. Is this it? Yeah. Is it this? Yeah.
Without a sponsor in it.
It is! It's literally the same song. That's so funny.
Money was already in my pocket. I had to proactively cancel it and forfeit the money I was already promised. If I had covered any other topic, I would have included that sponsor and I would have made more money. And just so you know, that sponsorship was worth $8,000. And what you need to understand is that $1,000. I could really legal
dude, I've never heard I could really use that money and think it sounded based, and it's been completely ripped away from me.
Right now, I'm dealing with a frivolous lawsuit from a psychopath. My legal bill, just for the month of November, was $50,000.
Only got worse from there, buddy. I'm sorry to say.
I could really fucking use that money right now, but despite the legal bills I have to pay...
Dude, then now you have to pay for Billy's camper, dude.
Despite the fact that
King Billy wins again!
It's not just my money I'm sacrificing, despite the fact that even if I did put a sponsor in that video, it changes nothing about the content of the video. Even though I have every single right to monetize content I've worked hard to produce, I still cancelled that sponsor. And after all that, I have to sit here and listen to these assholes lie about my motivations and claim that I'm doing this just to make money. So yes, I'm a bit pissed off. Beyond that, Mooney's video is generally insulting in its premise, and it's especially so. What you need to understand is that it's not just my money. I have a wife and son. It's their money too. It's my wife's money just as much as it is mine. I'm sure if you—
Apparently she owns your company. It's not just my company, it's my wife's company. And she owns it just as much as I do. Actually, even more so, because she's the CEO now.
Asked her, she'd really like to have that money. And I'm also sure she doesn't give a single shit about any of this online drama.
Dude, I used to think that was such like a base response, and I feel like such a retard now. Holy fuck. All right, back to the premise.
Health officials so they can use those masks to help protect themselves.
Is Dark EU a virgin?
Thank you!
No,
appreciate your dono, sir.
Why would so many people be Googling that?
Right now because the death
Billy mauled, dude. Billy annihilated.
Toll is getting pretty fucking high, Ethan. But you're not going to do that.
I love being lectured by this 25-year-old on life experience.
How much life fucking experience you actually have.
Dude, hold on. You're talking to an engineer with exactly 2 semesters worth of college under his belt. Okay, how fucking dare you go after my seasoned veteran engineer friend? I'll have you know his 3 years in college were some of the most important years of his life. His 2 years in college...
Surely someone...
Dude, his week in college was one of the most important fundamental building blocks of his future. Okay, you're gonna criticize him right now? His hour he spent in a lecture before abruptly getting up and leaving the room was one of the most important formative minutes of his life.
His limitless life experience would know through research that 50% of all N95 respirator masks are made in China and immediately confiscated.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing. Mudahar was in college, right? I guarantee this guy had to go to like English class or something because you don't even declare your major in the first year. He's sitting there in English class. He's like, dude, fuck, this engineer stuff is way too hard.
By the government. The other 50% are made by huge multinational.
Yeah, so what Ethan's gonna argue here, we'll move ahead a little bit. He argues that he wouldn't even be able to do it even if he could. Like Mudahar is just pulling something out of his ass. You can't just make N95 respirator masks.
Experience you actually have. The death toll is getting pretty fucking high, Ethan.
What did I do?
Dude, Ethan Klein is the guy who's killing people during COVID, bro. He fucked the pangolin and everyone else is gonna pay for it, yeah.
I'm your governor. What did I cough in your mouth and give you a cold?
Oh, Astral, thank you so much. It's been made.
I'm a fucking...
Shout out to Astral who just put this together.
I'm an engineer. I'm a fucking engineer. I'm a goddamn engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm a fucking engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm only an engineer. Okay, I'm an engineer. So I'm an engineer. I'm just an engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm just a fucking engineer. I'm a goddamn engineer. I'm a fucking engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer. As an engineer, being an engineer, I have to tell you as an engineer. I'm just a dumb engineer as an engineer. My engineer asked, but as an engineer, so I'm just a fucking dumb fucking engineer. Like I can I'm an engineer. But I'm an engineer. As an engineer, I'm an engineer. As somebody that is an engineer, as an engineer.
Thank you!
As an engineer. All right, as an engineer.
If this guy was Pirate Software, this would have been up fucking 3 days ago, but I appreciate you getting it up.
Engineer. Speaking of somebody that is an engineer, I'm an engineer. I'm a fucking computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer.
Dude, no, not in the debate, bro. That's even worse. Dude, look at Vadim just sitting there.
Speaking of somebody that is an engineer, I'm an engineer. I'm a fucking computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer. Dude, I'm a fucking computer engineer.
I'm a YouTuber. Why are you asking me?
And I'm just like a computer engineer by default.
Like I'm a fucking computer engineer. I'm a fucking computer engineer. You want to talk about cyber warfare? I'm a computer engineer by trade. I'm a computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer.
Dude, they're in order.
I'm a computer
well, not in order, but
engineer. No, I'm a computer engineer. Okay. I'm a fucking computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer.
I'm glad that didn't get racist at the end. Holy shit. That was great. What the fuck? That's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for making that, Astral. You're a badass. You're an engineer. Dude, it's like fucking, you're an artist, bro. This stuff's fucking art. Dude, you're an engineer, bro. This is engineering, dude. Thank you. Holy shit. Mudahar is a tier 1 engineering operative. Yeah.
COVID-19.
The death toll is getting pretty fucking high, Ethan.
Don't look at me. I didn't eat a bat soup and cause this mess. The hell did I?
Dude, the death toll is getting really high, bro. You can't be donation shaming Jeff Bezos.
I do.
Because this is the same individual that only acts out of self-fucking interest. Don't believe me? How about you look at the fucking FUPA fund?
Okay, so now that... Dude, point number 1. All right, not really a good one. Mudahar's guide... Oh, we're doing the Medicare meme here. Mudahar's guide to making a good commentary video, okay? First things first, get the entire thing wrong with extremely Googleable stuff.
Me viciously on Twitter.
Now, number 2 is just completely get the whole FUPA fund wrong. That's our second thing that we get here for our guide to making commentary videos. Let's butcher him twice in a row.
When has that shit been active? It's sitting there with $0 in the fund, and he ain't doing shit with it. It wasn't even active at all. Yes, a fund designed to help YouTubers fight fair use issues.
And I'm pretty sure he literally did help someone with this. Like, even at the bare minimum research, I'm almost positive somebody did actually benefit off the fund.
I guess it's not here anymore. I guess it's not functioning.
Yeah, dude, Mudahar, who's an experienced engineer and someone who has lots of life experience, has no idea where, like, over $100,000 went to in a defamation lawsuit. Or not a defamation lawsuit, a fair use lawsuit. I guess he thought the lawsuit was only going to cost, like, 15 grand or something.
Hey, shit, we forgot about it. It was great when it financed and served us, but I guess it don't serve us anymore.
Yeah, but your point in the H3 video is still good. My argument was that this video sucked. My whole argument in the Turkey Tom video, even regardless of what I thought about Ethan Klein at the time, I think is still like a 1-to-1 to my current take in modern day. In the Turkey Tom video, that was the part 1 we covered Mudahar, I spent the entirety of my segments bashing Mudahar's video.
So fucking call it a day.
Ah yes, FUPA, the Fair Use Protection Act. The silver bullet of all H3 conspiracies. One shot, and the H3 fan is no more.
This used to be like the go-to argument, because Keem kept arguing completely fake shit, saying that, like, the DLC for Payday 2 sold X amount of things on, like, Xbox and all these other platforms when it was only ever released for PC, and you could actually check some of the numbers on that, right? Like, the numbers that he was claiming that they could have made just did not exist.
Well, I'm glad I actually have the opportunity to talk.
There's a Turkey Tom video. Yeah, it's like look up Everybody Hates Ethan Klein. It's titled to be a response to this video.
About FUPA.
That's me and Turkey Tom. We split it half and half. And then after that, we did Content Nuke Ethan Klein on my channel. It was a 2-parter.
Because I see it being raised more and more about what a greedy scumbag I really am.
How could you use $0? Well, the people were making an argument that's completely bullshit, that he was stealing money from the FUPA fund, right? That rich multimillionaire Ethan Klein was, like, taking people for a ride.
So let me take you back on a little story time to explain once and for all, for Mudahar and everyone, what really is FUPA.
Oh, is it going to be the music? Are we going to hear, like, the Vaporwave theme song in the background?
Yes, we are being sued for copyright infringement. And it's been hanging over our lives like a cloud these past months.
Yeah.
So back when we were sued, I explicitly...
Yeah, so the video games attorney guy charged them, like, obscene amounts, right? Was that who it was, video games attorney? So they switched attorneys because they used the fund so quickly, they didn't realize it would get depleted that fast. So by that point, it was, like, already done. You can check. I gave, like, I think I have a more in-depth explanation of what happened in that Tom video. I think that was probably the best one that I've seen, and it's biased because I was the one who made it.
Said that we did not want to raise money because the community had already done so much for us.
Thank you for hitting the goal.
Thinking about doing a
You guys have earned another goal.
crowdfunding because we were like, how are we going to pay $100,000 or are we going to be completely fucked? But honestly, you guys have supported us monetarily and emotionally for so long. I mean, on Patreon alone, you guys have given us like $50,000.
Didn't Video Games Attorney steal the lolcow IP? Okay, if you were Keemstar, I would believe it, okay? Keemstar wanted to hire Video Games Attorney, okay? Because he heard that he was a good lawyer who worked with Ethan Klein. Supposedly, Ethan Klein and that guy had a falling out, right? But he thought the Video Games Attorney would be an ideal partner for a lolcow podcast, the lolcow podcast. That was what it was called back then. So this guy, Games Attorney, took out the trademark or whatever and was working behind the scenes to get the podcast going. The only problem is the Video Game Attorney and Games Attorney are not the same guy. Keemstar just started working with some random guy who had no followers on Twitter, basically, thinking it was like the renowned Video Games Attorney guy that everybody liked working with. He literally just got some random dude to own his show. And that was like a huge controversy. It's like that happened, the show almost blew up, and the only reason the show ever came out is because I threatened to leak the pilot episode, which ultimately ended up coming out, I think, as episode 3 or something, or like as a bonus episode pretty early on, and because like they didn't want to work, and then it turned out that they accidentally sold somebody else owned the name of the show because Keem wasn't paying enough attention to it and hired the wrong dude. I hope that makes sense.
$1,000 over the course of our lifetime. I looked at it recently. I'm like, we can't ask you guys for more money. But Philip DeFranco.
And by the way, I think it wasn't just Keem. I think that Boogie recommended the guy. I think it was like Boogie's like, oh, this is the game's attorney. So like the whole group kind of thought it was, except for Tommy, who's like, this is just some stranger.
In his infinite wisdom, decided to raise money for us because he thought it was an important lawsuit for the whole community.
This is a much bigger deal than just H3 Productions. This is a huge case on fair use and YouTubers in general. And in Ethan's video, he says that, you know, this could bankrupt them, it could ruin them, but he doesn't want to ask, you know, anyone for money. Just thank you for all the support.
We can't ask you guys for more money. All we can say.
I feel like this was pretty fucking straightforward, and people not understanding this sooner was a big fuck up. For the larger commentary community. I don't know if Gokunaru's video did like a terrible job too. I'd have to go back and check. But like this was such an easy early dunk for Ethan when people were criticizing him. Because like anyone who knows anything about lawsuits knows that that kind of money gets eaten up like immediately. There was no way that he like, oh, we got over $100,000. We'll never need this much, says the people who have never been sued before. Right? Like that's literally like the entry fee to beat something like this over a long period of time. The expectation, like, if they made $1 million, yeah, sure, there's probably going to be a ton of money left over, but they didn't.
Is thank you so much for all the love and support you guys have given us.
Fuck that, this is a huge deal, which is why, as of recording this video, I am starting a GoFundMe to raise money for Ethan's defense.
And I will say that I am extraordinarily grateful to him, because at the time, we definitely weren't rich. And if it wasn't for Philly D's good foresight.
Thor? Pirate Software! I gotta get a Pirate Software URR intro.
In raising this money, we would have definitely not had the longevity required to win this case. FUPA, the Fair Use Protection Account, was set up because we thought we had so much extra money that we would have all this leftover money after our lawsuit to help the community with fair use issues. That money will not be used for any other purpose. We will never see a penny of it. It is going straight from...
So yeah, they were saying that he just stole the money. Like he just committed like fraud. They were like, oh yeah, he committed fraud. That's where all the money went. Obviously it was fraud. This was a different time on YouTube. I don't think that would fly in current day, to be honest. But yeah, they were just like, yeah, he committed some fraud. It's called We Do a Little Fraud.
Philly D's campaign into an escrow account for the sole purpose of protecting fair use. And
I'm interested to hear what Mudahar said in 2020 though, but by that point you probably should have known.
We will be its first client. And that's why we decided to donate $5,000 of our own money.
Mudahar on his way to shame Philly D for not donating more.
Bro, what about the fucking FUPA fund, Philly? How come you didn't donate some of your vast fucking news wealth out there if you wanted to protect fucking fair use, dude?
The bills started piling up, and we soon realized that if we kept helping people, we were going to run out of money and be in a bad situation with the lawsuit, which was the entire purpose that people donated in the first place. It was our moral imperative to fight and win this lawsuit for the whole community. Over a year passed, and we depleted all of the money in the account. We showed one of our bills as things were heating up.
Is it, guys, higher or lower than the $50,000 that this psychopath is suing me for, or whatever? Is it going to be more or less than the Carl one we already saw? I think this one is. Was it like 40 or 70? It was somewhere. I don't remember. I think it was it 70,000?
For just 1 month was 50.
Ah, 50. It's the same, bro. It's the same.
$1,000. This was the bill we got. Can you see that? Do a little zoom there. Yep, that's 50. And then there's $54,000. All told, we ended up spending thousands.
Yeah, I think that was Video Games Attorney. I think they stopped using him after they got that bill.
And thousands of.
And like, I'm not saying that him specifically did, but I do think that like, they will charge you more if people have. I think Les said this. When billionaires are like funding these lawsuits, they know they can charge you whatever the fuck because you're not even paying for it. Some like larger person is. That's why they think that Carl Jobs got taken for a ride with his lawsuit, because those guys were just able to take as much money as they wanted out of him because Notch was paying for it, right? When they know that you're crowdfunding this stuff and your audience is paying for it, they're probably going to charge you more. I just guess they didn't expect that from like the Video Game Attorney. But I don't really know him as like a. I don't know if he's like a bad guy explicitly. That's just what I've heard.
Dollars of our own money on top of everything that was raised, but we were finally able to win the lawsuit. It was
no Video Games Attorney was cheaper but sucked ass, so he got a real lawyer who's expensive. Was that how it worked out? I would have to go back. This has been it's a long time ago. I don't want to slander anybody.
Without a doubt, one of the hardest, longest, most stressful times in our lives. And I would not wish a lawsuit on even my worst enemies. It does.
Well, that did not age super well, Ethan. You wouldn't wish a lawsuit on even your worst enemies? Any of them? Not even 3 of them? Or 5 of them?
Does honestly dishearten me that the one true,
Listen, Ethan, that was the first line in here that dramatically aged badly.
truly, indisputably good thing
Or good, depending on what you think of Caseytron.
I've done for the YouTube community has been turned into a conspiracy theory about how evil I am. The truth is, we went through hell. We spent a great deal of our own money to create a legal precedent so people like you,
The death toll is getting pretty fucking high, Ethan.
could make commentary videos on YouTube. Our case was even published as case law, the only such example on the books in defense of commentary on YouTube. You can even go to copyright.gov and see it published there among a very small list of
Do you understand how hated Ethan Klein was in 2020? And how this video was like unanimously supported by almost everyone? That's how bad Mudahar's video was. This was not current day Ethan Klein where you can get a bunch of people in there to defend him. Like everyone in the commentary community who was making these videos and their entire audiences fucking despise this guy. And they're like, yeah, he kind of kicked Muda's ass.
influential cases about copyright and fair use. We did all this to defend people's legal right to fair use and criticism, even if it's used to make shit like this about me.
This video is sponsored by a shitty fucking take.
I would hope that this would be my legacy here on YouTube, but people are hell-bent on making even this a case for how evil I am.
Because this is the same individual that only acts out of self-fucking interest. Don't believe me? How about you look at the fucking FUPA fund? When is that shit?
Like, what was it? Dude, he made the FUPA fund to put the extra money or whatever from the lawsuit they weren't planning on using. Did he ever make a pledge that he would just continue to make the FUPA fund indefinitely? He would just funnel like millions of dollars into the Copyright Charity Act or whatever? Like, that's what they were gonna do? I don't think he ever made the claim that he would be giving, that he would be he would continuously fill the account back up over and over and over again, like for the rest of his career. But I guess people kind of assume that or something.
Is DarkFabAU a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
Thank you.
I wouldn't wish a lawsuit to my worst enemies. I'll sue you. I'll sue all of you. Love his glow up.
I'll sue you. I'll sue every last one of you!
Sitting there with $0 in the fund, and he ain't doing shit with it. It wasn't even active at all. Yes, a fund designed to help YouTubers fight fair use issues. I guess it's not here anymore. I guess it's not functioning. Hey, shit, we forgot about it. It was great when it financed and served us, but I guess it don't serve us anymore, so fucking call it a day.
That's so
On top of all of that, this information is so...
this is all uncharted territory. I don't remember any more of the Mudahar video in here. And this is still all about Mudahar. Yeah, he opened up his first two... The two opening arguments were just completely wrong.
Easy to find. I've talked about it so many times that anyone who even cared a little bit to look would have no trouble finding this information.
I disagreed with Ethan here. I don't think having to scroll back to, like, old tweets to, like, piece things together would be... I think that, like... He could have saved himself a lot of trouble for like an entire year if he just made a stream clip explaining what happened in detail. But it took Mudahar, like, perpetuating this false thing for Ethan to finally come out and just go, no, this is what happened, you know? Because there were so many people spreading so much misinformation. He could have at any point, I guess, stepped in and clarified it. And that probably would have helped him out.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar
But I don't know. I'm not. There's no point to give criticism. This shit was fucking 5 years ago.
But I can't really expect much more from a dude who makes a whole video based on the thumbnail.
Some of these videos, and they're exposing for the most stupidest shit ever. Like, somebody could be fucking breathing, and they'll make a video about it. It's like, what the fuck? What is this whole thing about? Like, what is the content there? And I've never figured it out. I've never understood.
Dude, Mudahar, all right? Listen, Mudahar doesn't like when dumb people are making these videos that are just like people making videos on breathing, going over, like covering anything because they have absolutely nothing to talk about on a daily basis. So anyways, Mudahar found a person who is like running a child pornography fucking Discord server and was like, oh boy, firing up the virtual machine. We're gonna expose this pedo ring, and then click the Discord link. And then luckily didn't see any CSAM material by like the grace of God. So I mean, I don't know, dude. These guys do anything for content and then criticize people who do anything for content. It's kind of bizarre.
Understood it. I've never understood. See, at least when we talk shit about prank channels, at least they were making content. You know what I mean? At least they were.
Hubo and me, Mudahar. Today we're gonna be going in a spooky Discord. We got tales from the
making something. Like here, you just have fucking people reading tweets and talking shit over the internet. Or not talking shit, they're making up shit over the internet. And it's completely stupid shit. Sometimes it doesn't even matter, but they do it. And then the rabid fan base behind them just goes out and witch hunts the hell out of some of these people. It's downright fucking stupid. And I honestly don't know what to fucking say more about it. It's gotten to the point where it's like, it makes...
Like, dude, can I just say it?
It would be funny if this video ends up in the current lawsuits as proof Ethan has been vilified since 2020. And Mudah's bad take would permanently be in the court record.
Can I just say something? I feel like I have like not said this, and I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off. I think Mudah is like a crazy pussy for getting involved in this lawsuit with Ethan. I think that Ethan has legitimate gripes. I think that Mudahar is being brought along as like an accessory. All these people that were put in that fucking Noah Samson video. Me and Willie were in the video. We weren't in the thumbnail. Lonerbox, Turkey Tom. Lonerbox gets some shit. Mudahar got some shit. But why don't you go ask Turkey Tom how much shit he's gotten for being a, what is it, a genocide supporter or something? Nothing. Tom has got nothing. You can go ask him. He'll probably answer you. Go ask Tom how much shit that he got. You know why? Because he didn't announce that he was fucking suing Noah Samson, go on podcasts, talk about how annoying it was and grandstand about it and shit. There probably wasn't any actual repercussions for that video coming out, specifically against Mudahar, until he started going fucking ballistic about it. I'm telling you right now, he could have just ignored it and the whole thing would have flown over his head. Now, is that to say that he doesn't deserve to fucking, like, get, whatever? I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's fucking defamation to say somebody's a fucking genocide supporter. I don't know if that would actually track in a court of law. But ultimately, Mudahar sat there and he's like, this is the worst thing ever. I'm getting so much shit for this. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, dude. You could have just not interacted with it and you wouldn't have gotten any shit for it. I know that because that was what happened with Tom. And he was, like, right next to you in the thumbnail. Okay, I think that Mudahar wanted to be a participant. I think he wanted his lawsuit legal participation trophy, and he was giddy at the opportunity to get involved in a lawsuit with somebody. Maybe because he doesn't have a lot of online friends anymore or something, and he's trying to like move into new horizons here, and he saw this as like an easy win. But I mean, every day this lawsuit doesn't happen, it gets a little bit funnier to me.
Going on the site not as much fun anymore because when the slightest shit happens, these channels go up in arms. Like they gotta fucking dig out a
it's no defense of Noah Samson explicitly, by the way. I think Noah Samson's video is outrageous and ridiculous, and I thought it was specifically when they put me in that fucking video as well. I was in there too, but dude, you know why people call me a fucking like genocide supporter? It's because I openly tweet about Ethan Klein all day, and the basis argument or whatever. If you like defend Ethan Klein, you defend genocide, right? I wouldn't prescribe that to Noah Samson for putting me in his fucking YouTube video, even if the title was these YouTubers, whatever, genocide, right? And he argues like my video talking points. I'm getting this criticism because people have like assigned the word Zionist to mean Jews and have made outrageous criticisms of anybody who's defended Ethan Klein because he won't like condemn the like the entirety of Israel as like a location and push for and like support its immediate open borders or whatever and dismantling of the government. Like just some crazy metric that you have to reach.
Out of the insides of their fucking colon. But this concept of donation shaming, of hypocrisy, of being fuck the rich while also being rich yourself is just incredibly toxic to me. You know, it's gotten to a point where I could laugh at everything H3H3 posted, but dude, you are not a fucking intellectual. You're
Bro, you're not an engineer, Ethan. You haven't even been to 2 classes in college, okay? This guy's a fucking bozo. He doesn't even engineer like the best of them.
Political takes are hot fucking garbage.
Yeah, your political takes are bad. Source, political source. Mudahar, what do you believe? By the way, Mudahar is like, I'm not a political content creator. And then he goes after people for talking about politics. But he doesn't specify what the issues are with them.
Okay, let me just put that shit out there.
So the political takes you're referring to, are those the ones that I have said or the ones that I have never said? Because it's kind of hard to tell with you.
Takes against the rich who actually do more than the common person despite them not giving every single thing. Which, by the way, Ethan, how do you expect every fucking multi-billionaire, do you expect them at every crisis to give half their net worth away? I mean,
why is he locking in on billionaires so much? What is his political ideology? I get it. Like, I think the criticism is kind of cringe when you hear it over and over and over again. Like, oh, you didn't donate enough. But I don't know if I would, like, lock in the entire video and defend Jeff Bezos.
That doesn't...
Does he think that, like, Jeff Bezos is going to fuck him? Yeah, we can finally make that joke because it's about a dude.
Fucking work that way. I just don't understand how you get that mind into your head.
It's not in my head. I never said it. I don't know whose head it's in. You just keep putting more and more words in my mouth to make me seem like the most evil, pathetic piece.
Well, it's not fair that Ethan's critiquing this video because he edited it, and that's more than Mudahar has ever done for his main content.
The shit dude ever. And what's really troubling is that I really need to point this out again. And
you just know if Mudahar's like, fuck it, dude, I don't want to edit anymore. I'll become a streamer. You know that would be like the worst week of his life. If his main content was recorded segments like this in front of a live audience, he'd last literally 6 days probably. Within the first 6 days, he'd say something that would blow up his entire career. And if he wanted to switch to like a stream highlight method so it'd be easier to edit.
This video is up. No comment. No.
But he's a video editing engineer. That's another thing. He calls himself a video editing engineer, and he leaves in the parts of his videos where he makes mistakes. In like it should be scripted. It's not. But like in his OBS recording videos, he'll say something wrong and he'll leave that cut in the video. It's bizarre.
Nothing. Views are still going up. People are still seeing this. These bold-faced, slanderous lie about me without any correction made to it at all. You haven't even cited anything as an example. It's kind of scary how willing people are to just consume.
It's lazy? No, it's not engineering. He's not engineering the video hard enough. That's what I'm trying to say here, folks.
All this information and take it for granted when you haven't.
He took it for granted.
Even shown one single source. You haven't even cited one single source as evidence for me saying anything.
No, because he can't, dude. He can only pull up. Actually, did he pull up anything in the whole video? What he pulled up the one time Ethan sent a $1,000 donation. Here's what happened. Mudahar had a thumbnail and a tweet and made a whole video about it. That's probably what happened. He pulled up, this is his docket. Instead of this, these two links at the top, it's like, this is a tweet where Ethan sent 1,000. This is a thing that says he donation shamed. And he recorded a whole grandstanding, pathetic rant about it without even watching the segment he was talking about. Otherwise, he would have watched the segment, realized that Ethan didn't say the thing that he said, and clipped it and went, oh, wait, let me just rework that beginning part. But you know that he just never actually clicked the video because he would have immediately realized that he was making himself look like a dumbass.
Like this. It's almost like the more confident your lie is, the more people will believe it because they think to themselves, he's speaking so confidently and so factually. For him to be actually just straight up fabricating this whole premise would be insane. And it's insane.
But the reality of it is that this is an individual that shits on other people's for how little they donate.
Nope.
While also doing the exact same themselves. You know, Ethan, if you really fucking cared, okay, if you really gave a shit about helping the fucking world, we would all see it. Because you are the one guy to definitely rub it in our faces if you were to help the world out. I'm just gonna put...
Wait. What did he mean?
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
What did he mean, dude? What does that mean?
Keffel's
put that shit out there.
I don't remember the context of what could that have actually...
He must be a libertarian. That's why he's also friends with Nux.
This is performative. That's a good way to describe this video. I don't know what Ethan was saying back then. I don't remember why that would be, like, funny. Obviously, I know what my brain goes to in current day, but maybe that's uncharitable.
It sickens me that you're gonna be at this situation, you're gonna use a pandemic to push some fucking ideology or some political belief or some nonsense when you fall into the pit of hypocrisy yourself. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna stretch this video out to 10 fucking minutes. I made my point. I said what.
Dude, why is he? Dude, he's going so hard. Guys, fuck this shit. It's only gonna be 8 minutes. I can put the same amount of ads in anyway.
I said, and you know what, Ethan, you're probably gonna fucking watch this video at some point. I know.
Dude, he's so confident. Why is he so confident? Both of his points are like verifiably, dude. Like literally, like both of his points are verifiably wrong, dude. This guy, yeah, he got the booster. You can tell.
You will, okay. I definitely see that level of vanity in you. At
This
this
commentary is vast.
That ego.
This is really a catch-22 with this guy. If I donate, it's only to rub people's face in it. If I don't donate, then I'm a hypocrite. But if I do watch your video, then I'm vain. But if I don't watch your video, then I'm ignoring criticism. I really don't know how I could win with you.
And you're gonna watch this video, and you're gonna say, wow, here's another fucking hater, this smelly Indian hater on the internet.
Dude! Bro! He just came out and said it, dude!
Internet who just doesn't understand me. And you know what? I guess I don't fucking understand you because we are so fucking out of touch, it's not even funny. But if for a second you get a moment of self-clarity...
Bro! What are you talking about out of touch? She's for the whole video defending billionaires. It's shocking to me. It is absolutely shocking to me.
And realize, wow, I had a really shitty fucking take. Then maybe I'll just get that shutter.
Dude, look how confident he was when he was saying this. I
realize, wow.
Honestly, maybe this is somewhat on me. Maybe I shouldn't have trusted this guy as much. But in my defense, we didn't start working together until like 2023. And it was like 3 years of not this after.
Wow. I had a really shitty fucking take. Then maybe I'll just get that shred of respect back for you.
I couldn't put it better myself, Mutahar. And now that you're watching this because I know you're just so vain, I post...
Did he ever say...
Nick is a low-cal roast engineer,
dude,
qualified and practicing for a decade.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Mudahar, you're right. Who wrote that? Impatient Cow 915. Do you remember when he was criticizing Mudahar? Not Mudahar. When Mudahar was criticizing Mama Max, and he said, Max... And in this defense, it was talking about, like, allegations of like abuse and child like stuff, right? Obviously. So maybe there's a higher stake, but he said, I don't trust screen grabs. The only way that I feel comfortable saying anything with like leaked shit is if I have the physical phone in my hand and I'm scrolling. Otherwise, I don't take anything at face value. Meanwhile, this guy clearly made a whole video on Ethan Klein off a thumbnail and a tweet. Otherwise, he would have known that all the shit was wrong. When did Mudahar start upping his game to, like, not even accepting leaked screenshots at face value when he was posting content like this?
Take. Then maybe I'll just get that shred of respect back for you.
I couldn't put it better myself, Mutahar. And now that you're watching this because I know you're just so vain, I pose back this exact quote back to you.
If for a second you get a moment of self-clarity and realize...
He got completely mogged in this fucking video, dude. It's insane.
Wow. I had a really shitty fucking take. Then maybe I'll just get that shred of respect back for you. But at the end of the day, I don't fucking care. I ain't jealous. I'm doing my own thing. I'm fine. I'm doing what I do. Okay, I know the jealous thing is going to be hit hardcore because you're going to have fan bases clash and you're going to have this fucking... You're going to have somebody say, wow, I guess you're just a hater. I guess you're a hater of what? Hater of a shitty take? Damn straight. You're gonna use a pandemic.
Dude, oh my god, bro. The fucking boomer editing in this too.
Or some fucking ideology or some political...
Bro, he's falling into the pit of hypocrisy!
Some nonsense.
No! Muda, he never came out!
The pit of hypocrisy.
Get him out! Save him! He's gonna take out the completionist! Oh no.
You're gonna have somebody say, wow, I guess you're just a hater. I guess you're a hater of what? Hater of a shitty take? Damn straight.
This guy must really, really hate himself then. So that's it for his first video.
Dude, he didn't know that fucking Allah had a plan for him, okay?
Now, between then and his second video, let me just point out that his little H3 hit job has resulted in the biggest growth period that his channel has ever enjoyed by far. His video remains totally unredacted, unedited. I tweeted at him saying, hey, just so you know, I never said that.
Oh my god. H3 I've generally liked, but shaming Jeff Bezos for... Dude, this has got to be the worst reason to be a falling fan. Dude, could you imagine you're sitting there? There's so many opportunities during the early H3 podcast to get off the ship, and people will be like, honestly, yeah, I can understand it. He kind of was annoying back then. But dude, Mudahar was sitting there, he's like, listen, bro, I put up with a lot, but the minute you donation shame Jeff Bezos, that was it. I'm off the truck now. I can't be a supporter of this show anymore. Gosh darn it, dude. I can't. I can't even imagine. That's insane to me. That out of all the fallen fan reasons, that's probably the worst example I've ever seen. Specifically also because it didn't happen. At least not the way that he thought it happened, clearly. But like even then, just the concept, it's like, dude, the minute you donation shame that billionaire, dude, I burned my Vape Natio merch, dude. It was over, bro. It was over. It's done. H3 I've generally liked, but shaming Bezos for donating 100 million for COVID is shitty. That's 100 million sent saving lives and better futures. Do you expect billionaires to empty half of their accounts every time a crisis happens when you haven't done close to the same? Just so you know, I never shamed Jeff Bezos' donation. I tweeted 2 weeks before he donated, simply wondering if he would. And he did. I think it's great that he donated 100 million, and I would not diminish the value of it based on the net worth. Cheers.
Here are the dates. It's pretty obvious I never said that. And so this is how he corrects the record and apologizes to me. So now, without further ado, I give you his epic apology. Video number 2.
Oh shit, a lot has happened the past couple days.
Oh boy, we made a little oopsie doopsie poopsie zoopsie, dude.
$100,000 donation by our friend Ethan Klein. I wonder what may have caused that, but you know what?
Oh my god, I forgot that he came back and he acted like a smug asshole, even all of his information was wrong. Holy shit, I forgot! This is so much worse! Oh no, dude. No, it's not even Who Boy I got BTFO'd. It's Who Boy I pressured him into donating. That's so brutal, bro.
Donation by our friend Ethan Klein. I wonder what may have caused that.
Dude, that's insane.
But you know what? It is what it is.
I wonder what may have caused that. It was definitely me. We had been planning for a while of how we can help during the COVID-19 crisis. Here's proof, because he's going to take all the credit.
Yeah, that is literally a flamenco-gasm, dude. That's insane.
For our donation. We've been talking about this for a while. And what we did is we donated 100.
By the way, I put up an Ethan Klein video. Can you see what my recommended is on the entire right? We got the best Rolexes under, what is this? I don't know. $150 Seiko that looks like, I imagine, a GMT because it's on a Jubilee style bracelet. And a Rolex with B's and P's, dude. Immediately watches get spammed into my shorts feed.
$100,000 on Twitter of our own money, unsponsored, just straight up our own money. Since then, Brendan Green, the creator of PUBG, has thrown in an extra $50,000. So we have $150,000, and we're giving $500 away to 3 people every day for 100 days. That's $1,500 every day for 100.
Dude, I wonder what made that happen. Whoo boy, me Mudahar here, and I'm the guy who made Ethan Klein give away all his money.
Himself.
I'm actually really happy that Ethan Klein has donated $100,000 because it's $100,000 that's going to people out there that need it the most right now. And that's something that
Was there like a lot of money to farm COVID hysteria back then? I don't know. I didn't even think you could say COVID back then, right? I thought that was like a demonetization thing. Why was he doing this?
I don't think anybody should.
Or was this before that happened?
Fault Ethan for. I know a lot of people want to get into the whole idea of he's doing it to save face. Oh shit, you lit a fire under his ass and caused it. And sure,
dude, Mudahar got everything wrong, fired up a video and said, I lit a fire up under his ass. That is actually like this guy. And then, by the way, his whole thing was like, you don't have enough fucking life experience, motherfucker. My 25-year-old engineering ass who spent 30 minutes in a classroom knows way more about life than you, motherfucker. How many kids do you have?
Those points might be true.
You didn't light.
They demonetized COVID. You couldn't even say COVID. Videos were going down. People who were critiquing COVID misinformation had videos removed for COVID misinformation. It was the same as like modern day GunTube, where you really can't do anything with guns or even guns on the screen without kind of risking a strike these days. It was like that.
A fire under my ass. You blew smoke up my ass and all of your viewers' ass. Now you're sitting here, the so-called aficionado of reality checks.
I'm kind of the fucking aficionado of handing out these reality checks.
I need that clip. I need that fucking clip. I need that fucking clip, dude. I need that fucking clip. I need that now, bro. That's a dono sound right there. There it is. There's our Mudahar dono sound. I'm the aficionado of handing out those reality checks. That's his I'm the Oracle of Sexual Assault line. Like the I'm Alex when he's like, my friends call me the Oracle of Sexual Assault because I got all these pedophiles out of here. Dude, I'm the aficionado of reality checks.
Reality checks.
I'm kind of the fucking aficionado of handing out these reality checks to.
That's insane. That's insane. Dude, he's a reality check engineer.
A lot of things.
And taking credit for my $100,000 donation is beyond insane.
Now, going back to that original video, I'm going to take an L on a point where I talked...
A point? It's the whole video!
Talked about Ethan Klein donation shaming Jeff Bezos, and while he didn't outright donation shame Jeff Bezos, it's honestly really, really hard to sometimes look in that...
It's not hard. You just click it. You just click it. Dude, it's not hard to look in, dude. It's a hyperlink. It takes you to the video. You can like see the date and times the shit was posted, bro. It's right there.
Favor, because when you go and check Ethan's podcast record, you can see that he's definitely punching around at billionaires all the time.
Bro, come on. Come on. Dude, this guy legitimately has got like a billionaire fetish, dude. I don't know what's happening right now. Why is this guy so locked in on billionaires?
Whoa, I'm sorry, was that in a poll?
Somebody please think of the billionaires.
I heard he's somehow blaming me for him having a shitty fucking take about something that I never even said. He blames me. He says, well, Ethan's always punching around billionaires. So, of course...
I thought this was an anomaly. I thought that Mudahar would go on and do great things after this. Because you don't always knock somebody for their first huge fuck up, right? You knock them, you bash them on the head, and you say, don't do it again. And apparently Mudahar just continued doing this for 5 consecutive years, and it flew under the radar until the Nux Taku situation. That's the thing, right? This guy will get an entire video wrong, look you dead in the eyes, and tell you that he's the reason why you donated $100,000 to charity. He will literally fuck up the entire story, get up there, and then celebrate.
It's his fault that I got this wrong.
A post that I saw was perfect here. It may be true that Ethan didn't shame Bezos, but he's still a hypocrite because he called Bezos out for being quiet about the virus, but when he actually donates a lot of money, Ethan goes dark, doesn't want to address it.
What am I, running the Jeff Bezos show? Unlike you, I don't lick Jeff Bezos' asshole at every
thank you, holy fuck,
chance I get. And it just so happens that since he's donated, we've only had one episode of the podcast in which it was an interview. Okay, so I haven't even had the opportunity to discuss his donation. This is the most cop-out shit I have ever seen in my life.
It takes a lot of character to do that, and I'm willing to take the L because I made a mistake. You know, it is what it is.
Dude, that is the most backhanded apology I've ever seen. Yeah, it is kind of Ethan's fault, but listen, I'm a bigger man than him. I'll admit that I got that wrong.
And I'll take the L on that point, but I'll take my 10 W's for sure.
Dude, he couldn't even just end the sentence. He had to go back and say that he got 10 W's. Dude, he hit 10 W's off 2 misses, bro. He batted 0-2 and fucking pretended he just won the Super Bowl.
You gotta love a guy who's so humble that he's gonna brag about how humble he is. 10 W's. There's one letter. That video was about my hypocrisy for donation shaming Bezos. There's not 1 L and 10 W's. There's 1 L, dude, and it's all yours to own. How about an R for retraction? How about an A for apology? How about a C?
How about a P? Oh no, wait. That didn't exist yet. Never mind. Sorry. Dude, how about an E? How about a Revito?
For correcting the original video. How about a P for how pathetic?
Oh shit, wait, there's the P! Wait, hold on.
All yours to own. How about a...
Wait, hold on. Whoa. Okay, wait. Let's put this right here, alright? We're gonna make a spell. We're gonna play Hangman. Play commentary Hangman. Hold on, let me put this right here. We're gonna see, what are we spelling? Alright, let's see if he's a fan, dude.
An R and 10 W's. There's 1 L, dude, and it's all yours to own. How about an R for retraction? How about an A for apology? How about a C for correcting the original video? How about a P for how pathetic you are? How about an S for slander? How about a B for boot-licking simp?
But I'll take my 10
Fuck,
W's.
dude, we were 1 letter off! Literally 1 letter off, dude! Fuck! Okay, we're back.
For sure.
10 W's? You want 10 W's, dude. How about a D for delusional?
That being said, though, it takes the maturity and it takes a level to admit when you're wrong. And yeah, I'll take my point on that. But that's called character development, and that's called being humble. A page that
Wait, I didn't even realize he's gonna throw it back at Ethan's face after this. I'm so humble, but you're not.
Yeah, I'll take my point on that. But that's called character development, and that's called being humble. A page that I'm sure Ethan Klein will reach one day.
Dude, I actually think maybe Ethan would have left this alone until he watched the response video and just went ballistic in the studio. Like Dan was just going, "Are you okay?" And he just started breaking shit like Kylo Ren. Like, you know this scene when he's like, more! And he like destroys the fucking control panel and shit? Those two scenes slammed together. It was Ethan watching this.
This guy is so humble. He takes it to bragging.
Dude, what about an E for engineer?
For 11 minutes about how humble, how much character development he's had.
Being humble.
This is my favorite anime. The character arc on him has been extraordinary. He went from being an asshole to being an even bigger asshole. That is incredible.
Now, Ethan failed to also cover the fact when I talked about the FUPA fund, which...
Dude, somebody had to have told him. Somebody had to have told him this point was wrong. Somebody had to have told him.
Conveniently only helped H3 Productions.
Now he's trying to rewrite history. The fact that I donation...
And wait! No, it even didn't! It didn't only help H3. That's not even true.
Shane Jeff Bezos was just a small part of it.
He's still getting stuff wrong.
His original video. Let me show you the timeline, and you can see how much of it was dedicated to FUPA. Just this tiny little sliver. And now he's acting like this was the central point of his original video, which, by the way, with only the smallest amount of research would have revealed...
He's like, he didn't even address the FUPA fund. Meanwhile, the whole FUPA fund segment was, how about the fucking FUPA fund? What happened to that shit, Ethan?
Was a bullshit point anyway. I find it so hilarious. He's saying FUPA never helped anyone, yet on his screen, I mean, this
oh my God, dude.
On his screen, you'll look here, is a tweet from FUPA, one of the lawyers saying, calling out a person we've helped with FUPA.
Dude. I don't know, bro. I'm retroactively feeling a little bit worse about my positions of ever defending this guy.
It's on his screen.
Apparently, those posts have been deleted from the H3 subreddit, and
what I'm trying to tell you, I'm not just trying to pull up a video from 5 years ago to be an asshole. What I'm trying to tell you is this engineer thing is not a one-off. This guy is a moron. He's always been a moron. He just covers it up by speaking well, scratching his balls, and making another fucking wholesome Chungus video. He does this all the time. You just have to start looking out for it. You don't have to take my word right now. Maybe this hasn't maybe you're not swayed yet. Maybe you think that Nick's still being mean. Okay, that's fine. You can do that. I'm okay with it. Because I know that within the next couple of months, he's gonna fuck up again. And you'll have another opportunity to come on the stream here, watch the segment, and go, all right, that's probably enough, right? Because it's just how Mudahar operates. We can do this once a month for the next 5 years. There probably will be more content to cover. He does it all the time.
I've seen posts being deleted. I've seen my own video getting deleted and then re-uploaded with like higher likes. So it's been wild, all right?
Yes, it's been deleted about 200 times because your fans keep brigading our community subreddit. And by the way, the only place left that it needs to be deleted is from your channel because it's wrong and slander.
Now that being said, Ethan Klein did donate $100,000, which he made a post about it on good old Twitter. Wanted to help, but we weren't sure the exact method. Oh, did you now? I wonder if a certain Pajit might have expedited that.
Dude, he cannot stop giving himself pats on the back, dude. This is actually so hard to watch. This is legitimately difficult to consume right now. He cannot stop taking credit for other people's donations in a video about donation shaming and then making references back to Indian racism. Keep in mind, this guy who's just making jokes about Indians, I'm not going to say all the fucking words again because I don't want to get in trouble, and YouTube has a weird AI slur detector now. But he's just making jokes at his own expense about fucking Indian stuff, right? Okay? This is the guy who claims to have left Twitter during the Nux drama, not because of the Nux drama, because that people were calling him Indian slurs all day, and there were viral tweets insulting Indians, okay? Just to be clear, the guy who's like openly making these jokes himself left Twitter because he couldn't just mute the terms, okay?
A little bit. Intentionally kept the amount to 500, so it's under the threshold that requires you to report it to the IRS. Don't let your buddy Bernie Sanders hear that shit. I don't think he'd appreciate you telling people how to hide income from the IRS.
Don't tell your Bernie Sanders, the enemy of my Dom, Jeff Bezos, who has me on a dog collar licking his boot right now. Dude, that's called tax law. As someone of your infinite life
Wait, Mr. Engineer, are you not knowledgeable in this subject?
Experience.
How much life fucking experience you actually have.
Would understand that. No, this isn't me trying to tell people how to dodge taxes. It's simply the law, dude.
Yes, could Ethan have done it for ulterior motives? 100%. Really?
Dude, he just keeps lacing it. How is this still going?
Muchmouth Muda doing his best to make people
just end the segment. What is happening?
Shitting on Ethan for this, I feel, isn't exactly the right take to have. Give the man some credit where credit is fucking due. Good for you, man. I'm really happy that you've done this. Now, could you do it a little better, bro? Just donate to a food bank right now. I'll be real with you. Now, could you do it a little better, bro?
Oh my god, bro. In the video where he lies about the donation shaming, gets the whole story wrong, he then ends it literally donation shaming. Every second of this video gets worse.
Do it a little better, bro. Just donate to a food bank right now. I'll be real with you. Now, could you do it a little better, bro? Just donate to a food bank right now. I'll be real with you.
Bro, did this guy not have friends? Did nobody text him about this one? Dude, for context, he deleted the Nux Taku video faster than these. For context, okay? For context, he was quicker on the trigger to remove that video off the site than he was on the one where he just straight up lied and then got the whole thing wrong.
Ooh, okay, now this is my favorite moment of the all two videos because understand what just happened. He looked at my donation, $100,000 I'm giving straight cash to people, and he says, honestly, you could just give it to a food bank. That would be better. Do you know what we call that, ladies and gentlemen? If we back up here and we call that donation shaming.
My concern is his donation shaming and how hypocritical.
And dude, look how performative and cringe this is.
Donation shaming.
My concern is his donation shaming and how hypocritical.
What, did he hit the Benjamin before he said that to try to add the extra oomph?
Donation.
So you could just believe what he was saying a bit more? Because it didn't come off that way.
My concern is his donation shaming and how hypocritical it fucking is.
After all of that talking, all that grandstanding, all that righteous indignation, only there was someone, an aficionado of reality checks, to talk to him.
I'm kind of the fucking aficionado of handing out these reality checks.
I see Nick Andros is in the chat. I think that there's a criminal underusage of Mudahar saying he's the aficionado of reality checks. As somebody who stalked him and got his entire backlog of content, I feel like this clip should be playing over and over and over and over and over at the end of every hypocrisy. I'm kind of the aficionado of handing out reality checks.
To a lot of things. Now, I'm not going to go up into auditing every little piece of this. I'm going to leave that up to any other Reddit detective. I'm going to basically bury my hatchet.
Dude, I'm kind of the aficionado of engineers.
There it is right now.
So here he is suggesting that Reddit detectives need to audit our giveaway. That I'm such a serious...
What?
Up to any other Reddit detective. Auditing every little piece of this. I'm going to leave that up to any other Reddit...
Dude, he's like, all right, we got to give Ethan the credit where credit's due. Also, if anyone from Reddit can go and fucking dig into this guy's shit to go find out if he scammed everyone and if he's just completely faking this entire thing, that'd be pretty cool, by the way.
Detective, I'm going to basically bury my hatchet where it is right now.
So here he is suggesting that Reddit detectives need to audit our giveaway. That I'm such a scumbag, of course, in his and everybody's mind, that I would lie, that I wouldn't even give this money.
Dude, Muda is literally the aficionado of calling himself racial slurs completely unprompted. Yes, Hoovy, yes! That is the Hoovy from Rick and Morty, probably. Dude, he's the aficionado of casual racism against himself.
Away, as I've claimed, so yes, he encourages Reddit detectives to audit our giveaway. Nice atmospheric there, dude.
Now, to finish this video off, all right, to really capstone it out.
Dude, wait, what did you say? Somebody wrote, if you use the word aficionado, I don't think you've ever touched a woman. Well, I'll have you know that Mudahar's wife-girlfriend has touched him. I know because they're married, I think. Okay? So how fucking dare you slander him?
Completely. Does this absolve Ethan of a lot of the hypocrisy that I wanted to call him out on? Absolutely not.
Wow, dude, this is the worst.
Dude, I keep thinking he's ending the video and he keeps saying worse shit. How are we still going?
Worst apology ever. What hypocrisy? There's nothing left. There's nothing left of the original video. You cannot.
Have we seen her? Oh, Doe exists. I've seen her in real life. She definitely exists. The question, that's not the question.
Rewrite history. You cannot reframe this any other way. All that's left is a shitty fucking take in which you wrongfully accused me of donation shaming Jeff Bezos. You use that to point out how hypocritical I am. You refuse to amend, take down, or...
I think I met Doe in real life. I think I briefly met Doe at VidCon, probably. But I didn't meet Mudahar in real life.
Alter your...
I think they got together at that VidCon, though. I don't know.
Original video. All this left is FUPA. You're going to try to rewrite history like the whole...
That was actually Paul Blacks. Thank you. Dude, Doe isn't real. Doe's been Paul Blacks in a wig the entire time. We didn't know. We didn't know.
It was about FUPA, but anybody who does just a little bit of cursory research knows that FUPA is a big, fat, nothing burger. Man, if there was only somebody that could make sense of this.
And it's downright embarrassing. Every channel...
Oh, no, bro.
Channels that have nothing to do with the topic certainly start throwing opinions around.
Whose voice is that in my head? You guys hear that?
And it just shows you how people join a bandwagon for the little bit of cheap views that they can get.
This guy's making a lot of sense. Who is that?
Everyone has just joined.
Remember when this guy claimed that he literally threw his friend under the bus? Which bullshit, by the way. It was right to call that guy out. But Mudahar's whole thing is, oh man, it sucks to like go get some cheap views by throwing somebody under the bus here.
A bandwagon of like basically hating on someone or loving someone and taking a side. When in reality, if you think about it, all YouTube drama is essentially cringy as shit. Most of the people that follow this shit are...
I don't know how old this clip is, but this is actually one of the most hypocritical things I've ever heard come out of his mouth.
Think about it, all you...
He's kind of the aficionado of hypocrisy, if you hear that.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
Oh, God.
Nicholas DeOrio.
What the
Keffel's
fuck?
appreciated the shout out.
Drama is essentially cringy as shit. Most of the people that follow this shit are fucking 12.
Now it's gotten to the point where it's fucking malicious. There's people damn right quitting over this. They're not making videos anymore because they got to deal with stupid people like this. The point where all the channels do is harass. All they do is fucking run these bullshit stories where I
can't believe Ethan Klein stalked right here. Dude, unironically, you know the image of like the fat guy and the skinny guy walking up to the woman at work and they're like, HR! Ethan Klein is allowed to dig through your entire history to make a video bashing the fuck out of Mudahar, but when Nick Andros does it, he's a stalker, unhinged, schizophrenic freak.
Whatever fan base they have just goes out rabid and attacks, and it just...
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
This is so nostalgic. I enjoy watching some old shit, too.
This becomes this whole hive of stupidity.
To cover a bandwagon, like, is the $20 you earned off that video really worth the loss of integrity you face?
Ooh.
I don't know.
I'm kind of the fucking aficionado of handing out these reality.
The voice clip is in Discord. Do we have a soundbite in the Discord now? Is that what's happening here? Is it in the thing? I can't go into fucking any chat where Smaggle is because he'll just start playing Chud Logic, screaming the N-word and ruin my show again. But let me see. Is it in here or is it just put in there? We got
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
No, it's not.
Love ya, no pedo.
We got that one. What else has been added here recently?
I love the Lumbee tribe.
You know what? I'm gonna lock and load, and I'm just gonna head on over and just squad wipe my biggest critics.
Whoa! Whoa! All right. Stand down. Stand fucking down. Holy fuck, dude. Jesus Christ. All right, I didn't know. That was not the clip I was expecting. That was not the clip I was gonna fucking pull up right there. What happened? What the fuck was that, dude? He's gonna squad wipe his fucking biggest critics? Jesus.
Did you say he cried?
Oh, fuck. I think it's in, it's probably in one of the chats. Let me see. I don't know, because people, as soon as things get sent to me, it always gets completely, oh, here. Oh, I gotta, like, download this thing, because this is quiet. Let me grab it. Boom. Bazinga. Let me go here. And there. And here. And there. And finally.
I'm kind of the fucking aficionado of handing out these reality checks.
Let me make that louder.
I'm kind of the fucking aficionado of handing out these
Slimy
checks.
Weasley fuck.
I gotta be honest with you. Thank you, whoever clipped this, but I have this at 600% volume and I still can't really hear it, but I appreciate the effort.
Checks. Because this video...
Guys, I just want to make sure we didn't watch the whole video. We saved exactly 46 seconds. I recommend you watch the original over at the H3 podcast, and please don't sue me. I like having money, and I appreciate it if you don't sue me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Be excited. Okay, go watch this video. We're not cannibalizing. We don't cannibalize here. We think that we should always support the official release. Okay. People who defend billionaires dispassionately worry me because the death toll is getting pretty high, Ethan. Yeah, Ethan, I think it's time to call off the coronavirus. The fact that Ethan didn't name his son Humongous just shows how out of touch he is. Dude made a huge mistake. Came after Ethan during a quarantine when Ethan has nothing to do. I can't believe Muda took such a hard L. It's supposed to be one of the greatest slam dunks in YouTube history. Gila coming into the scene with Theodore shows how fast time flies. Ethan, it's been years and you still haven't traveled back in time to kill Hitler. I'm not saying that Ethan Klein is anti-Semitic, but the silence is deafening. It's insane. Wow, $10 million mansion. He doesn't even have a gazebo. I expected more from you. He's punching around billionaires. Oh no, what a shame, Ethan. Why would you do such a crime? The death toll is getting pretty high, Ethan. What the fuck am I supposed... Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. Thank you so much, by the way, Kai. I just saw that now. I appreciate it. I won't lie. This is definitely me when I'm donation shaming Ethan. But no, I won't lie. This is totally me when I'm donation shaming H3. Everyone taking sides with either Ethan or Muda. Me, damn. Gila's got some acting skills. You're looking very master racista. Ethan literally played the Uno reverse card. This is a life lesson for everyone. When you're angry, wait, then act. Don't act while you're angry. He's not even angry. It's performative. What are you talking about? Don't upset Ethan when he has limited time. Did he just brag about being humble? Like, dude, I feel stupid because this is 4 years ago now. There are people who are commenting on this video way after the fact. What are these comments like in current day? This video should be made today. It still holds up. Fucking hate this dude now, unsubbed. This video actually aged like such a delectable fine wine. Oh my god. Not the last time Mudahar didn't practice what he preached. Laughs in Nintendo Switch 2. Every time this guy... I forgot about the Nintendo Switch 2 controversy. There was those were the smaller ones. When he's like, guys, I'm not buying the Nintendo Switch 2. And he's like, oh boy, me Mudahar here. Bing, bing, wahoo. We got it on launch day, ladies and gentlemen. That was funny.
Nick just started insulting me viciously.
And then when he made like that giddy video over the homicide, that was like a really weird one too. That was another weird Muda moment recently. It's now 2025 and we know how masks were ineffective during COVID. Well, Log, you came in here with a completely different narrative and I wasn't really prepared for that. Don't type in Ethan Klein Boston. He talked about whoa, whoa, what the whoa, dude. We just got like a fucking we just got a context wagon right here, bro. What the fuck? What the whoa? Holy shit! Your autism makes it hard to understand the joke. What evil Jews, pirates? Dude, what pirate software? Whoa, dude. I can't believe Pirate Software just went crazy in the EHD chat. Obviously, that's definitely Pirate Software's burner account, clearly. That's a Snarker favorite? Why would Thor say this? Obviously, for legal reasons, that's not Thor. Holy fuck. Damn, saying I wouldn't wish a lawsuit to my worst enemy than Noah Samson, the guy who made a video. Dude, oh my god. 1 out of 10 didn't even remind me that knowledge is more important than his Lamborghini. Why do Muda's videos look so shit?
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Holy fuck, dude. This is great. That's fantastic. Where'd all the time go? Muda base jumping into the pit of hypocrisy. And now they're friends suing someone. You can see there's like layers here where it's like this is all the recent Mudahar dramas. And then all of a sudden here it's like this is all the Ethan did a lawsuit dramas. And if you scroll back further, it's probably something else. Who the fuck are the 80,000 dislikes? Please tell me. I wouldn't be able to. You probably could get a good read off a 2020 video. It's probably not bullshit, but yeah, that's the Mudahar thing. The Muda stuff has been bizarrely interesting, but I think that's probably all we have on that tonight. We need an emergency engineer tag. What is this?
Hello, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and you know, I've never seen this level of just implosion. Now,
yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate. Yep.
Obviously, today we're talking about pirate software, and you
know that it's going to be a video that he expects to do well when he's red. Red Mudahar is always coming down to drop the knowledge.
Normally, I wouldn't have followed this up because I feel like the Stop Killing Game stuff was where this kind of whole controversy started. So for anybody that...
Again, I can't stress enough how much this guy literally quit drama in November. That was like another thing. Like we gloss over that all the time. This guy quit drama twice this year. Okay? I'm just... What does he do now? If he quit drama, like, literally in the last 8 months... TikTok inventor made plastic gasoline. What is We Need to Fight Back? YouTube age restricting content. Don't download the T app. Fine, whatever. Deep dive into pirate software. Like, why is pirate software like a fucking topic? I don't understand. I guess he does less of it. He absolutely does less of it. But he said he doesn't want to cover like politically charged shit anymore. Remember, he's like, I don't want to cover anything related to politics, and I wouldn't make the Keffels video again. The Epstein cover-up is disgusting. Jeffrey Epstein has no client list. Looking into Shiloh Hill in the deep. I don't know who Shiloh Hill is. Now it's another one on pirate software here. Well, I don't know if he talks about pirate software there. Yeah, pirate software. So he does less drama, but like PewDiePie doesn't like Google, Stop Killing Games, Mr. Beast's dumb mistake. What is this?
Hello, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and you know, I'm researching a terror attack that's being planned on Roblox right now, so...
Oh, okay, Taylor. Nice. Jesus Christ, dude.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter?
This is not the
Nick
dead
Oreo.
one, right? No, it's
Mr.
the AI.
Oreo.
It's the AI one, not like the dead guy stuff. Yeah, I don't know. YouTuber gets shot over a copyright strike.
Hello, guys and gals. Would you ever, like, shoot somebody in the head over a copyright strike on YouTube?
Maybe. Probably not. Maybe.
You know, if I flashbanged you just now, it's because I saw something last night that actually just...
Dude, this Mudahar when he sees a brutal YouTube murder, dude. Look at this future thumbnail right here, dude. I was looking at this murder last night.
Just like blew my mind. I'm still...
Dude. Oh my god, that's still so funny. I forgot about that. This guy got shot in the head, and he opened up the video saying that he was watching a murder, and it blew his mind. I'm done. No more Mudahar tonight. We're done. I'm done. I think he apologized for that, too. Oh my god.
Nick Oreo.
Dude, that's such an insane way to start a video. The guy gets shot in the head over a copyright dispute. Bro, this is mind-blowing. Oh, fuck, dude. It's so fun to shit on Mudahar. Holy fuck, dude. What the